Good morning, my friends. Welcome back. Sorry for being just a few moments late if you're waiting to be live. I had a little software issue, but it's now resolved. So today I wanted to take a brief interlude from our normal pattern of discussion of just taking a piece and examining it and expanding it and trying to go deeply with it, because I realized there's a subtler technique of working with this music that I'd really like to share and that I'd really like to invite all of you to explore and experience. And so today I'd like to focus on that. And I'll explain more in just a moment, but let's begin first with a prayer. Heavenly Father, Divine Mother, dearest friend, beloved God, great masters, Jesus Christ, Babaji Krishna, Lahiri Mahashaya, Swami Sri Yukteswar, beloved Guru, Paramhansa Yogananda, saints of all religions, we bow humbly before you all. Be with us today. Help us to feel the vibration behind this music. Help us to attune our minds. Help us to attune our hearts and our will to the source of that vibration. Teach us to direct our energy as you direct your energy, as expressed through this music. Teach us to transform ourselves by harmonizing our consciousness with your consciousness through this music. Om. Peace. Amen. Back. So, as I was saying, today I wanted to talk about something to take the music a little bit deeper, and because this is now our 34th installment of this series, and it's tempting and it's very easy for me to simply slip into sort of music appreciation. And that's very nice, and we can do that for another 3.5 years until we finish the 190 songs with lyrics. But I really felt that it was time and would be appropriate, not only for me, but for all of us, to sort of remember and to come back to what this can really do for us and how. Because we talk about this music being able to change your consciousness and change your life through that potentially, but how? How can we really make that a real experience, that it's not a platitude, but it's something that actually happens? And I was realizing through chanting how to get into that a little more clearly, and I realized this morning how I think I can articulate it in such a way as to hopefully be helpful to you. So let's take, for example, a chant that perhaps we've all done many times before, like the chant, Pole Star. I have made thee pole star of my life. It's very easy when we're chanting that chant to just say the words, to just sing the notes, and to just let it be what it is. But what I'd really like to encourage us to do is to try and feel behind those symbols, because just as words are merely a symbol for consciousness, so too melody is just a symbol for a deeper feeling of the heart. And so what we've been working on throughout this series is, yes, trying to kind of pull back the layers of those different symbols to feel what Swamiji's talking about. But now let's take it another step further. And let's, for example, in that chant, Pole Star of my life, so the melody of which, if you're not familiar, I have made thee pole star of my life. I have made thee pole star of my life. But what would it be? Just ask yourself this. What consciousness would you have to have for that to be the spontaneous melody that erupts from your heart, for that to be the spontaneous prayer that comes out of you? And then let's take it a step further, and just in that example, if you can begin tuning in to that music using the techniques that we've explored in the last 34 episodes, you can begin to feel the vibration of the song. But then the next step, which is really what transforms it from being uplifting in the moment or entertaining to being truly transformative is, can you feel the vibration of that song? And then can you consciously try to change your vibration to match that through the power of your own will? And can you start putting out willpower attuned to that vibration to bring yourself into its state of consciousness? And if you can do that, then these transform you, because you're transforming yourself. This is just giving you the roadmap and the doorway through which to discover that consciousness within yourself. And so I'd like to today to try and explore this process together, because once you begin to be able to feel it, you can apply it to any piece of music. You could even apply it to any piece of any saying which Yogananda gave to you, or any affirmation, or anything at all. Once you can feel the vibration throbbing at the heart of the music, or of the melody, or of the affirmation, then you can attune your will to that, and through that act of your will, try and uplift yourself into that vibration. So, for fun, sticking to our theme, I thought we'd still use a piece of Swamiji's music. This is a children's song, but it's a delightful one, as they all are. And its melody is quickly learned, and I think will give us a good working ground to explore what I'm talking about. So today is more like a workshop. So I hope you'll be singing with me and exploring with me, because at the end of this, I hope you're able to experience something in yourself a little more deeply than perhaps before. So this song is originally, Swamiji composed it to teach children rhythm. And I, growing up at Ananda Living Wisdom Schools, learned this as a child and learned how to clap along with it. And it's really quite a charming song. And so it goes like this. I'll tell the world I don't have money, but life is wonderful and every day is sunny. The trick is this: don't beg from anyone, just live in joy, be free inside. And so it teaches children rhythm through the clapping, which, as you notice, the first time we clap 4 times, then we clap 3, then 2, then 1, and then we go back and we get 4, and then we do 2, 2, and then 2 at a slower rhythm. But it's actually fairly intuitive once you get a feel for the melody. So let's sing that again, and this time clap with me, even if you don't know the lyrics. It's really kind of fun. And so just get into this. Imagine that all you're doing is clapping your hands with glee along with this song, adding your will, your conscious affirmation to its lyrics. So it goes like this. I'll tell the world I don't have money, but life is wonderful and every day is sunny. The trick is this: don't beg from anyone, just live in joy, be free inside. One more time. I'll tell the world I don't have money, but life is wonderful and every day is sunny. The trick is this: don't beg from anyone, just live in joy, be free inside. Good. It's fun, isn't it? I mean, it's very darling. But now, let's see if we can take this song and this experience of this song from being more than sort of a good laugh and an innocent moment, which it is, and which that is completely valid experience of this song. But let's see if we can crack the eggshell and penetrate into the essence of the consciousness that Swami Kriyananda had when he wrote this song. And let's see if we can use that as a tool to be able to change ourselves. And so now, let's close our eyes, and I want you to sing this with me again. But this time, try to feel very deeply in your heart for what are these words conveying to you? Like we've done in all the other episodes, what is this melody saying to you? What does even the clapping bring out in you? And we'll sing it twice through, and I want you to feel what's happening in your heart, what's happening in your consciousness as you sing this. So let's explore that together. And then once we do that, then I'll guide us into what to do next once we've built that awareness. So here we go. I'll tell the world I don't have money, but life is wonderful and every day is sunny. The trick is this: Don't beg from anyone, just live in joy, be free inside. I'll tell the world I don't have money, but life is wonderful and every day is sunny. The trick is this: don't beg from anyone, just live in joy, be free inside. One more time. I'll tell the world I don't have money, but life is wonderful and every day is sunny. The trick is this: don't beg from anyone, just live in joy, be free inside. Now close your eyes for a moment and just try to feel with me. What is this song doing to you? What is this song creating in your heart, in your mind? With its joyful, free melody, its light-hearted emphasis, its freedom. And now I want you to try to attune your heart to that vibration, imagining that this is your native state of being. And try to visualize this consciousness as a ray of energy, as a ray of light. And let's visualize that ray of light moving upward, and see if you can direct this with great energy, with great power. If you practice energization exercises, it's very similar. Try to direct consciously the force of your will upward from the heart, in tune with the vibration of this song, towards the brain, towards the spiritual eye. And imagine it transforming your heart, transforming your mind, transforming your thought patterns to be in harmony with the vibration of this piece. Imagine it changing you from the inside out until everything that you do would be a natural, effortless expression of this vibration. And now let's try and sing this again, but let's go a little more deeply. Let's see if we can introduce ourselves to this vibration more powerfully through the conscious attunement of our will. So as we sing this, try to utilize your conscious attention to go deeper and deeper with every time. Let's sing this again a few more times. I'll tell the world I don't have money, but life is wonderful and every day is sunny. The trick is this: don't beg from anyone, just live in joy, be free inside. I'll tell the world I don't have money, but life is wonderful and every day is sunny. The trick is this: don't beg from anyone, just live in joy, be free inside. One more time. And now deeply feel that this is coming from within yourself, that this is the spontaneous expression of the vibration which you are creating in your heart, uplifting towards the brain, and this is what naturally flows out. I'll tell the world I don't have money, but life is wonderful and every day is sunny. The trick is this: don't beg from anyone, just live in joy, be free inside. I'll tell the world I don't have money, but life is wonderful and every day is sunny. The trick is this: don't beg from anyone, just live in joy, be free inside. Now close your eyes again. And just feel deeper, what is this vibration inside of you? And try to realize that this vibration is not foreign, it's not separate, but it is a part of who and what you already are. The vibration of this song is woven in the very fabric of your being. And the reason why it resonates in you is because you recognize it as being true. Let's try to bring forth that vibration into our lives. Try to feel it permeating every part of your body and your mind. And take a moment with me to not just imagine, but to consciously will this vibration into every corner of your life. Imagine this vibration flowing through your interactions with your friends, with your loved ones, in your sadhana, in your devotion to God, in your non-attachment at your workplace, in your generosity to all your fellow man. But let's do this not just with the imagination, but with our conscious will, feeling this seed vibration in the heart and consciously trying to expand it to embrace all of these varying expressions in our life. This is how we take music from being just entertainment to being really transformative. That we could listen to this song 100 times, but it might not change your life. But if you sing it once, or if you feel it once with that attunement, and that you're adding the power of your will to the power that Swamiji put into this song, it can change you. Can you feel it? It's delightful. Every time I sing it, I enjoy it a little bit more. But let's really try and take this understanding of how to use our will to cooperate with the divine will as expressed through this music. Many people don't know what it feels like to be in harmony with divine will, and I can't claim that I know empirically, but this is what it feels like to be in tune with divine will, because this song is an expression of divine consciousness. And so if you can feel that resonating in your heart, ask yourself, what would it take for me to be in tune and to use my will as this song uses its will, so to speak? And then what would happen if that were to be your true state of consciousness? And just to continue the analogy I set in place, if we were to go over to a chant, which actually at some point in this series I would love to dive into Swamiji's and Masters' chants, because they have been very dear to me as well. But if we take a chant like, I have made thee pole star of my life, which is the one I referenced at the beginning, I have made thee pole star of my life. There's a part of us that is singing the song not believing it. Isn't that so? There's just maybe that little part of us that says we're singing somebody else's song, somebody else's lyrics, and that's not really necessarily how I feel exactly. But if we could shift that, and we could realize that I have made thee pole star of my life, that song, that chant is so transformative. What would it do to your heart? How could you walk through life with fear if that's really what your heart was vibrating at? It would be impossible. Though my sea is dark and my stars are gone, still I see the path through thy mercy. What an incredible experience that chant represents. And so too, so I'm using that as a reference point, because how many times have all of us chanted that chant? If you're a part of Ananda or have been following Yogananda for a while, chances are high that you've sung that chant hundreds of times perhaps. But how many times have we really experienced it as being a living, breathing expression of God? That's what intrigues me about music, because I feel like I haven't yet touched that. And I think the moment I do touch that will be almost like ecstasy, because that's the consciousness that Yogananda had when he wrote it, or that Swamiji had when he wrote that. And so then to bring back to the song of Swamiji's for today, the lyrics, I'll tell the world, I don't have money, but life is wonderful. And every day is sunny. The trick is this: don't beg from anyone, just live in joy. Be free inside. Imagine if that was really like the anthem of your soul, that's how you lived every day. And I know I've said that in the past, but let's try and take it one step further. Let's not just let it be an imagination, let's let it be a cooperative act of our will. And if you listen to this song and there's a little glimmer of hope in your heart, or that spark of aspiration that says, I do want to live that way, then sing the song. feel the song, and then try and imitate the song. Maybe that's really what I'm saying, is imitate the vibration that you feel there as best as you can. And if that imitation takes form first of just imagining if this song was a character, what would he look like? What would he talk like? What would he work like? And then you go out and you try and do that. But on subtler and subtler levels, like I was trying to guide us through, you'll begin to feel the vibration of this song very distinctly, like a person, like a vibration that you can really touch and hold and feel. And then you're just going to try and mirror that and try and change yourself from the inside out to be that yourself. And if we can do that, incredible things can come. That this music can then truly transform us with its magnetism because we're cooperating with it, rather than just allowing it to dance on the peripheral of our awareness. So this will happen organically as you just listen to the music, yes, but it will happen so much faster if you consciously cooperate with it. It's very interesting. Swamiji said that that even fruit has magnetism, that grapes, for example, have the magnetism of devotion. But how many times have you eaten grapes and consciously thought, I am eating this grape to imbibe in myself the vibration of devotion? And so on and so forth. As it happens, I ate some grapes last night, and I tried to tell myself, now Keshava, remember, you are taking in the vibration of devotion. And what's very interesting too, sometimes I've had a meal that was cooked by someone who loves me. And as I would sit down to eat that meal, I would consciously remind myself, try not just to eat this meal, but to consciously draw on the vibration of Divine Mother's love through it. And in that experience, it becomes much more deep, much more profound in all levels. But let's do that with this music. Let's try and ask, what is the consciousness hiding behind the symbol of this melody and of these words? And become curious, become indefatigable in your desire to crack its code and to drink of that nectar yourself. And that is what has driven me to enjoy the music more and more deeply, is I'll take a song. I was caught up in ecstasy. Door of my heart, open wide, I keep for thee. Etc., etc. And I'll wonder, what would it really be like to say that, to mean that, to live that? And then if we start tumbling into the chants, there's so many mystical chants that are expressing divine states of consciousness. What lightning flash glimmers in thy face, Mother? That's a song of a devotee who's literally having a vision of Divine Mother. Wouldn't that be magnificent to feel, to see? And we can cooperate with that. We can draw ourselves into the beam of that reality through consciously cooperating with our will. So now, in our traditional style, we'll end just by hearing the melody of this song, which is called Be Free Inside, or sometimes referred to as I'll Tell the World, because that's the first lines of the lyrics. But let's listen to its melody, and again, but see if we can penetrate behind them. See if you can feel what it's really saying, and then see if you can attune your will, your heart, your mind to it, and recreate yourself. Oops. I made a few mistakes, but I think that's okay. And now let's sing it together. And let's clap. I'll tell the world I don't have money, but life is wonderful. and every day is sunny. The trick is this: don't beg from anyone, just live in joy, be free inside. I'll tell the world I don't have money, but life is wonderful, and every day is sunny. The trick is this: don't beg from anyone, just live in joy, be free inside. And let's take this deeper and adding our cooperative will into it. I'll tell the world I don't have money, but life is wonderful, and every day is sunny. The trick is this: don't beg from anyone, just live in joy, be free inside. Isn't that magnificent? And so I invite you, like we have in the weeks past, sing this song this week. Sing it every day. Sing it when you're commuting. Sing it when you're making your breakfast, when you're in the shower. But then let's add this additional element and see if you can reverse engineer its consciousness to the point where you can feel its living vibration, and then add your will consciously to that flow of energy. And invite this music, and invite Swamiji, and invite Yogananda, and invite the grace of God through this ray to transform your heart and to change you in this moment to be free inside. That's what this music is all about. So don't take my word for it, but go inside and discover how it can transform all of us. Thank you, friends. We'll see you next week.